7. Signs. Good news is coming. Have you ever felt like you're standing on the precipice of something life-changing, but you just can't see what's coming? It's like there's an invisible force pulling you towards something bigger, something greater, but the path ahead remains shrouded in uncertainty. Maybe you're facing challenges that seem insurmountable, or perhaps you feel stuck in a place where everything around you feels stagnant. And yet, deep down inside, you have this nagging sense that something is about to change. Here's the truth. That feeling is not a coincidence. It's not wishful thinking or idle fantasy. It's a sign that good news is not only coming, but it's already on its way to you. In fact, I'd like to share something powerful with you today. The moments of uncertainty and difficulty you're experiencing right now are the very moments that are preparing you for the good things to come. Yes, it may seem hard to believe when you're in the middle of the struggle, but that's exactly when life is shaping you, testing your patience, and paving the way for something incredible. In our lives, we often get so caught up in waiting for the big moment. The moment when everything clicks, when success and happiness arrive in a beautiful package. We think it will just appear out of nowhere, and that's the moment we'll know we've made it. But what if I told you that the signs of your success, your breakthrough, are already happening now? They're just disguised in ways you might not yet recognize. What if you're already seeing the signs that good news is coming, and all it takes is the ability to interpret them? The truth is, life is rarely as linear as we want it to be. There's no guaranteed formula for success or happiness, no clear roadmap to follow. But there are patterns, signs, if you will, that signal when something great is about to happen. These signs are not loud and flashy. They are often subtle, hidden in the ordinary moments of life. And it's through understanding these signs that you can begin to prepare yourself for the blessings ahead. Now let me ask you this. Have you ever felt a strange sense of calm just before a major change? Or maybe you've gone through a period of struggle and felt as though something big was just around the corner, even though you couldn't see it yet. Those are some of the very signs I'm talking about. They may seem insignificant at first, but they carry a deeper meaning. It's as though the universe is giving you a quiet nudge, letting you know that everything you've been working for, everything you've been waiting for, is finally aligning. In Stoic philosophy, there's a powerful concept that I want you to remember today. The obstacle is the way. What this means is that the difficulties you face are not the things that block your progress. They are the very tools that prepare you for the success you are meant to achieve. It's through overcoming obstacles, developing resilience, and learning patience that we become the people who are ready to receive the good things life has in store for us. So if you're feeling a little unsure, or if you're wondering when your breakthrough will come, let me assure you, it's coming. In fact, it's already starting to show up in ways you might not recognize just yet. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 powerful signs that good news is on its way. These signs are not only indicators that something good is coming, but they are also invitations for you to grow, trust the process, and embrace the journey ahead. Because when you start to see these signs, you'll know you're closer to your breakthrough than you think. Stay with me, and let's explore these signs together. You might just find that the good news you've been waiting for has been right in front of you all along. Part 1. The power of patience. The first sign of good news. Patience is a quality that's often overlooked in today's fast-paced world. We're conditioned to expect instant results, immediate gratification from a text message, a notification, or a swipe. But here's the hard truth. Patience is not a passive act of waiting. It's an active choice, a discipline, and above all, it's one of the clearest signs that good news is on its way. Have you ever experienced a moment where you've had to wait, not just for a few minutes, but for months or even years, for something important to happen? Maybe it was a job, a relationship, or even a personal goal that seemed like it would never materialize. It's in these waiting periods, these seasons of seeming stagnation, that you are actually preparing yourself for the success you seek. You see, life isn't in a rush. It moves at its own pace, and part of your journey is learning to trust that pace. Stoic wisdom teaches us that we cannot control everything in life. In fact, the Stoics believe that the only thing we truly have control over is how we respond to the events in our lives. And in those moments of waiting, you're given a precious opportunity to practice patience, not just to pass the time, but to grow, learn, and sharpen your mind. Consider the idea of negative visualization in Stoicism, a practice where you imagine the worst-case scenario, not to dwell on fear, but to mentally prepare for whatever comes your way. Through this, you realize that your happiness doesn't depend on things moving quickly or on events unfolding according to your timeline. When you can sit comfortably with the unknown and remain steady in the face of uncertainty, you are already laying the groundwork for good news to arrive. When you find yourself waiting, ask yourself, what can I learn in this moment? What can I control right now? The more you can answer these questions, the more you'll begin to realize that the waiting isn't a roadblock. It's a training ground. This is the first sign that good news is coming. Your ability to wait with grace, patience, and resilience means that you are becoming the person ready to receive the blessings that are on their way to you. The more you practice patience, the more you begin to see that every challenge, every delay, every moment of waiting is part of a much bigger story. Trust that your patience is being rewarded. It may not seem like it right now, but the calm before the storm is one of the clearest signs that your breakthrough is drawing near. Part 2. The door of opportunity opens after a great struggle. Let's be real, there are moments in life when everything seems to go wrong. Maybe you've been through a difficult season where it felt like every door you tried to open slammed shut, or where you've had to fight tooth and nail just to stay afloat. These struggles can be exhausting, leaving you questioning if all the effort is worth it. But here's the truth. The struggle is not the end of your journey. It's the beginning of something extraordinary. The idea that struggle leads to opportunity is one of the most profound lessons in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believe that adversity is an essential part of life, and it's through enduring and overcoming hardships that we build strength and wisdom. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most well-known Stoic philosophers, famously said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the challenges you face today are the very things that are preparing you for the success that will come tomorrow. If you look closely at history, you'll see this principle at work again and again. The greatest achievements, the most fulfilling successes often come after a period of great struggle. Think of Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Or consider J.K. Rowling, who faced numerous rejections before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. These individuals didn't see their failures as defeats. They saw them as lessons, as stepping stones that were leading them toward their destiny. Right now, if you're in the middle of a difficult time, it may feel like the world is against you, but I urge you to look at it from a different perspective. What if the struggles you're facing are not barriers, but the very tools you need to unlock the next phase of your life? Every obstacle you overcome, every challenge you face, is making you stronger, wiser, and more capable of handling the opportunity that's just around the corner. Here's the beauty of it. The harder the struggle, the sweeter the reward. The universe doesn't just hand out opportunities to anyone. It gives them to those who are ready to seize them. And how do you get ready? By pushing through the pain, by growing through adversity, and by developing the resilience that will allow you to thrive once the door of opportunity swings open. In the midst of your struggle, you may not yet see the way forward. You may feel overwhelmed, exhausted, or disheartened. But I want you to remember this. The very thing that feels like it's holding you back is the thing that will eventually propel you forward. It's through your struggles that you will grow into the person capable of handling the success that's on its way. The door of opportunity is not far off. In fact, it might already be opening for you, and when it does, you'll be ready to walk through it with all the strength and wisdom you've gained along the way. Part 3. unexpected changes are coming your way. Life is full of surprises. You think you have everything planned out, the path is clear, and then, unexpectedly, everything shifts. Sometimes it's a big, dramatic change, and other times it's a subtle shift that slowly unfolds over time. Either way, change is inevitable. And as much as we resist it or feel discomfort in it, one of the greatest signs that good news is on its way is when life starts to change in ways you didn't expect. The Stoic philosophy teaches us that we can't control the course of events, but we can control how we respond to them. When life throws something unexpected your way, whether it's a new job offer, a sudden move, or even a relationship that shifts unexpectedly, the true test of your strength lies in how you embrace these changes. Rather than fighting against the current, Stoicism encourages us to go with the flow, to see every twist and turn as an opportunity for growth. Remember, some of the greatest success stories were born out of life's unexpected turns. Oprah Winfrey, for example, was fired from her first job as a TV anchor, something that many saw as a devastating failure. But she didn't allow that setback to define her. Instead, she embraced the unexpected change, adjusted her path, and went on to become one of the most influential women in the world. This is the essence of Stoic wisdom. Accept that change is a part of life, and rather than fearing it, use it to your advantage. When something unexpected happens, whether it feels good or bad in the moment, remember that it could be the very event that sets you up for the breakthrough you've been waiting for. In fact, it's often the unexpected moments that bring us the greatest rewards because they challenge us to grow in ways we never thought possible. When unexpected changes begin to happen in your life, don't immediately assume it's a sign of something negative. Instead, see it as the universe's way of creating space for something new to enter. Be open to the possibility that this unexpected shift is exactly what you need in order to be prepared for the good news that's headed your way. Part 4. A sense of calm before the storm. In the middle of a storm, there's always a moment when everything goes quiet. The winds die down, the rain slows, and for just a second, there's a calm that seems almost out of place. It's as though nature is taking a breath before everything picks up again. And in that moment of calm, something powerful is happening. You're being prepared for what's next. This sense of calm, the stillness before things get moving again, is one of the clearest signs that good news is on its way. Stoic philosophers often talked about cultivating a sense of inner peace, a peace that is not disturbed by the chaos of the world around you. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, speaks about the importance of maintaining a tranquil mind, regardless of external circumstances. The storms of life will come and go, but if you can find that stillness within, you are in the perfect position to receive the blessings that are coming your way. Think about the times when you felt overwhelmed by the weight of your responsibilities, your goals, or your struggles. You might have felt like you were being pulled in every direction with no room to breathe. But then, at some point, the pressure seems to lift and there's a quiet calm that settles in. In those moments, it's as if the universe is giving you a moment to reset, to prepare for what comes next. This sense of calm is not a coincidence. It's the universe's way of telling you that you're ready for the good news that's about to unfold. It's during these moments of tranquility that you are actually being equipped with the strength, clarity, and peace of mind you need to handle what's ahead. Just as a runner takes a moment to breathe and gather their strength before sprinting to the finish line, this moment of calm is your opportunity to gather your energy, focus your mind, and get ready for the next chapter of your life. Embrace the stillness. It might seem like things are slowing down or that you're stuck in a holding pattern, but it's actually the calm before your breakthrough. It's during this quiet period that you're being prepared for the exciting changes that are coming your way. Trust that the universe is giving you this time to align your thoughts, your intentions, and your actions so that when the good news arrives, you'll be ready to embrace it with open arms. When you feel that sense of calm, don't resist it. Don't look at it as a sign of stagnation or inactivity. Instead, recognize it as the universe's way of saying, you've done the work, now get ready to receive what's coming to you. That peace and stillness are powerful indicators that you are aligning with the energy of success, and when the storm picks up again, it will carry you toward your goals in ways you never imagined. Part 5. People in your life are acting differently. Have you noticed subtle shifts in the way the people around you are acting? Perhaps friends who used to be distant are suddenly showing more support, or colleagues are recognizing your efforts more than they used to. Maybe there are people who are distancing themselves and you're not sure why. These changes in your relationships, big or small, are not random. They're signs that good news is on its way. In Stoic philosophy, we are taught to focus on our own actions and not be overly concerned with the opinions or behaviors of others. While it's true that the opinions of others should not define us, it's also true that people's actions can sometimes reflect shifts in the energy around us. When you're on the verge of something transformative, those around you begin to notice, whether consciously or unconsciously. Their actions toward you may change as they sense that you are evolving, leveling up, or stepping into something greater. One sign that good news is coming is that you begin to see a shift in how people treat you. Supportive friends, mentors, or family members may start to offer encouragement and show up for you in ways they never have before. Others may begin to express their admiration for your growth, or they may recognize your potential in ways that affirm the hard work you've been putting in. This support isn't just a coincidence. It's a reflection of the fact that your energy is shifting and that people around you can sense your growth and your readiness for what's coming. At the same time, you may notice that some people start to act differently too. Perhaps there are those who begin to distance themselves, and while this might feel painful or confusing, it's actually another sign of transformation. People in your life may be reflecting the changes that are happening within you. Sometimes, when we begin to step into new versions of ourselves, it makes others uncomfortable. It can highlight the differences between where they are in their journey and where you are headed. Don't take it personally. Instead, view it as a necessary part of your evolution. Stoics teach us to remain indifferent to the praise or criticism of others. Our worth does not depend on the opinions of others, and yet, when good news is on the horizon, it's natural for the people in our lives to act as though they see it too. They can sense the shift, and their behavior reflects that recognition. Whether they show you more support or whether they pull away, both are signs that you're aligning with the next chapter of your life. Embrace the changes in your relationships and understand that, no matter how they manifest, they're part of the larger transformation that's taking place in your life. Part 6. You're learning to let go. One of the most powerful signs that good news is on its way is that you're beginning to let go of things that no longer serve you. Letting go is not just about clearing physical clutter or distancing yourself from toxic relationships. It's about releasing the emotional baggage and limiting beliefs that have held you back for far too long. For many of us, the idea of letting go can feel intimidating. We often cling to things, situations, and people because they give us a sense of security. We're afraid of what might happen if we release them, as if by letting go, we're losing a part of ourselves. But the truth is, letting go is an act of freedom. It's only when we release the things that no longer align with our purpose and vision that we make space for the new opportunities and blessings that life has for us. The Stoics understood the power of detachment. They didn't advocate for a life of indifference or neglecting our emotions. Instead, they taught us to understand what is truly within our control and to let go of the rest. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often speaks about the importance of accepting the impermanence of life. People, circumstances, and even possessions are all temporary, and the more we hold on to them, the more we resist the flow of life. Letting go doesn't mean that we stop caring, but rather that we stop attaching our identity and happiness to things that are beyond our control. Letting go can take many forms. It might mean walking away from a job that no longer fulfills you, ending a relationship that's toxic, or releasing old habits that are preventing you from growing. It might even mean letting go of past failures and self-doubt. The moment you stop carrying the weight of past regrets, mistakes, and fears, you open yourself up to the possibility of new experiences and new successes. And it's in this moment of release, when you truly let go, that the universe has the space to deliver what you've been waiting for. As you release the past and the things that no longer serve you, you begin to make room for the new. You create space in your heart, your mind, and your life for the opportunities, the relationships, and the blessings that are about to come into your world. Letting go is one of the clearest signs that you are ready to receive what's next. When you embrace the freedom that comes with releasing the old, you'll find that good news flows into your life more effortlessly. Letting go is not easy, and it requires a level of trust in the process of life. But once you understand that holding on to things that no longer serve you only holds you back, you'll begin to feel lighter, more free, and ready for the new blessings life is about to bring your way. The good news you've been waiting for has no room to enter if you're still holding on to what's already passed. So, let go, trust the process, and make space for the new opportunities that are just around the corner. Part 7. You're beginning to see life as a journey, not a destination. One of the most powerful shifts that can take place in your life is the moment when you stop seeing everything as a destination and instead start to embrace life as a journey. Most of us are conditioned to think that happiness, success, and fulfillment are things we will eventually arrive at: a perfect job, the dream relationship, or financial freedom. But what if the real magic isn't in achieving that final goal, but in embracing every step along the way? This shift in perspective is a key sign that good news is not only coming, but is already here. When you stop fixating solely on the end result and start appreciating the process, you allow yourself to enjoy every moment, to grow through every challenge, and to be present in every experience. Life is not a race with a fixed finish line. It's a series of experiences, moments, and lessons that continuously shape and mold you. The Stoics knew this well. They embraced life's uncertainties and challenges because they understood that every moment, whether it felt good or bad, was an opportunity for growth. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, famously said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." The pursuit of goals can often become so consuming that we forget to enjoy the journey itself. But when you begin to focus on the journey rather than the destination, everything shifts. You start to see the beauty in the small wins, the lessons learned from failures, and the moments of peace and clarity that arise along the way. When you stop measuring your happiness by the things you hope to achieve in the future, you begin to realize that everything you need for joy, fulfillment, and success is already inside you. The good news you've been waiting for isn't some distant, unreachable moment. It's in the growth you experience as you move forward, step by step. It's in the new habits you form, the relationships you build, and the way you evolve into a better version of yourself with each passing day. As you embrace the journey of life, you open yourself up to the possibility that good news can come at any moment. It might not always come in the form you expect, and it might not always be wrapped in a neat package. But when you shift your focus to the journey and trust the process, you become more aligned with the flow of life. You begin to see that every experience, every challenge, and every success is part of the beautiful mosaic that is your life. Conclusion: embrace the signs, trust the process. As we wrap up, let me remind you of one fundamental truth. Good news is not always something that comes as a surprise, nor is it something that arrives out of nowhere. Often it's something that's already in motion, quietly unfolding behind the scenes. The signs we've discussed today, the patience you're learning, the struggles you're overcoming, the changes happening around you, are not just coincidences. They are indicators that the universe is aligning with your growth, preparing you for something bigger, something greater. You don't have to wait for a massive shift to see the good news that's already on its way. The truth is that everything you've experienced up until this point has been preparing you for what's next. The obstacles, the struggles, the moments of uncertainty, they've all been shaping you into the person capable of receiving the blessings that are about to come your way. The Stoics taught us that life is not about waiting for things to happen, but about embracing what comes with patience, wisdom, and gratitude. When you understand that the signs of good news are already showing up in your life, you begin to shift your mindset. You stop waiting for the perfect moment and you start trusting the process, knowing that each moment is bringing you closer to the good news you seek. So, if you're feeling like your breakthrough is just around the corner, you're probably right. If you're feeling the signs of change, if you're noticing the subtle shifts in your relationships, if you're finding peace in the waiting, you are on the right path. Trust that everything is aligning, and remember that the good news you've been waiting for may just be on the other side of the challenges you're facing now. As you continue on your journey, keep an eye out for those signs. Embrace them, learn from them, and trust that they are guiding you towards something beautiful. Good news isn't just something that happens to you. It's something that unfolds because you've prepared for it through your patience, your resilience, and your willingness to grow. And when it arrives, you'll be ready to receive it with open arms, knowing that you've earned every step of the way. So stay patient, stay resilient, and most of all, trust the journey. Because good news is coming, and when it does, you'll realize it's been with you all along.